Imagine spending 15 years searching for your missing brother, risking your life for a $5 billion treasure to avenge his tragic death, only to realize he's been locked away in a dark, forgotten prison cell the entire time, and everyone around you has been lying to your face. Today, we're diving into the mind-bending story of Uncharted. A story of master thieves, airborne pirate ships, and a web of deadly betrayals, where you can't trust a single soul. Trust me, you don't want to skip a single second of this insane story. At the beginning of our story, we are introduced to two brothers. The older brother, Nathan, and the younger one, Sam. These two brothers sneak into a museum to steal a rare, ancient map. Here, Nathan tells Sam that this map is incredibly valuable, because it shows the path to a massive, hidden treasure. Saying this, Nathan opens the frame and is just about to steal the map, when security guards spot them from behind. They catch both brothers, and take them straight to an orphanage. As it turns out, both of them had no parents, and had been living in this orphanage from the very beginning. The police tell the head of the orphanage that these two were caught stealing from the museum. Hearing this, the lady gets furious, because this wasn't the brothers' first time. They had been caught trying to steal that exact same map several times before. Tired of their constant stealing habits, the lady turns to the police officer and says that Sam is still young, so they should let him go, and take Nathan to jail instead. She felt that despite repeated warnings, Nathan just wouldn't stop stealing. Now, Nathan has no intention of going to jail, so he decides to make a run for it. He goes to his room under the pretext of packing his bags. He packs his things and is just about to escape, when his younger brother, Sam, walks in from behind. Sam looks at his older brother and says, "You're leaving me behind? I can't live without you." Hearing this, Nathan walks up to Sam and says, "I don't want to turn myself over to the police. You know we both belong to a pirate family, so I have to find that treasure no matter what." Before leaving, Nathan hands Sam a letter and a lighter, promising that he will definitely return. After his older brother leaves, Sam opens the letter, only to find that it's completely blank. There is absolutely nothing written on it. However, when Sam holds the lighter under the paper, the heat reveals hidden writing. The letter reads, "Remember, we belong to a family of pirates and seafaring thieves." The scene then shifts, jumping 15 years into the future. We see Sam, who is now all grown up and working as a bartender. But Sam is deeply unhappy, because his older brother, who left him all alone 15 years ago, has still not returned, and Sam is still actively searching for him. Right then, a beautiful girl approaches the bar. Captivated by her, Sam uses his skills to serve her a drink. When the girl tries to light a cigarette, she realizes she doesn't have a lighter, and asks Sam for help. While lighting her cigarette, Sam skillfully and subtly slides a bracelet off her wrist. This shows us that Sam hasn't given up on his family trait of stealing. Suddenly, a man named Victor approaches Sam. Victor tells him that he really likes his lighter, and wants to buy it at any cost. However, Sam flatly refuses to sell it, because it was given to him by his older brother, Nathan. That's when Victor gets straight to the point. He tells Sam, "I know you're looking for your older brother, and I know exactly where he is." Saying this, Victor walks away. After the man leaves, Sam checks his pocket where he had hidden the stolen bracelet. To his surprise, the bracelet is gone. In its place, is Victor's business card, with his address written on it. This means Victor is 2 steps ahead of Sam in the art of stealing. Sam goes straight to Victor's house. Stepping inside, he sees that the house is filled with priceless artifacts. Suddenly, Sam's eyes fall upon the exact same map that he and his older brother had tried to steal 15 years ago. While Sam is staring at the map, Victor walks up behind him. Victor says, "I knew you'd come here." Sam tells Victor, this is the same map that shows the path to a legendary treasure. So many people have lost their lives following this path and gained absolutely nothing. It's just a myth. Victor corrects him, saying it's not a myth, and that the treasure is very real. Victor then opens a book and shows Sam a picture of a ship, explaining that this isn't just any ordinary ship, it's an ancient vessel worth a massive fortune. Sam demands, "Where is my brother?" Victor replies, "Your brother and I were hunting for this treasure together. But then he vanished, and I haven't seen him in the last 2 years. However, before he disappeared, your brother left me several clues, and I know you have a lot of knowledge about this treasure too. Together, we can find it." Sam initially rejects the offer. Victor then tells him, "If you team up with me, you might just find your older brother too." Hearing this, Sam is left deep in thought and goes straight home. Back home, he looks at his brother's photograph. Becoming overwhelmed with emotion, he decides to agree to Victor's plan, to find both the treasure and his brother. The next morning, Sam goes to Victor and tells him he's ready. Victor shows him a key symbol on a piece of paper, and says that this key is the only way to reach the treasure. He explains that there are 2 such keys. He already has one, but the second key is about to be auctioned off at an auction house, and they need to steal it quickly. Victor takes Sam to the auction company, and tells him that this is the place where they need to pull off the heist. They map out a simple plan. They will cut the lights to the auction house, and steal the key under the cover of darkness. Finally, the day of the auction arrives. Both of them slip into the venue. According to the plan, when Sam goes to the control room to turn off the lights, security guards suddenly show up and try to grab him. Sam manages to break free and starts running, but the guards stay hot on his heels. To escape them, Sam grabs onto the ceiling lights and swings across from one side of the floor to the other. During all this chaos, everyone downstairs is staring up at Sam. Taking advantage of the distraction, Victor dresses up in a guard's uniform and quietly steals the key. But just as Victor is about to walk out, a girl named Braddock corners him, holds a knife to his throat, and demands the key. Right then, a few guards arrive. Seeing a girl holding a knife to a guard's throat, they mistake Victor for one of their own, and tackle the girl. This allows Victor to escape easily. Outside, he meets up with Sam, and the two jump into a car and speed away. Next, they fly straight to Barcelona, where they meet a girl named Chloe. Chloe already knows Victor. As Chloe and Victor talk, Sam figures out that the second key isn't actually with Victor, it's with Chloe. Victor asks Chloe to give them the key, so they can all become partners and find the treasure together. However, Chloe refuses to partner up, and starts to walk away. This makes them suspicious. They wonder how Chloe could just turn down such a massive fortune. When Sam checks his bag, he realizes that Chloe has tricked them and stolen their key too. Without a second thought, Sam chases after Chloe. After a long pursuit, just as Chloe is about to pull away in her car, Sam blocks her path, and Victor catches up too. Victor tells Chloe, "If you want to take all the treasure for yourself, go ahead. We won't stop you. But you have no idea where or when these keys are supposed to be used. Only Sam knows that secret." Hearing this, Chloe agrees to work with them. The three of them head to a church, and go deep into the basement. There, they find the slot to insert the keys, hidden right beneath a statue. However, they have no idea which way to turn them. Victor looks through a book, and claims that both keys need to be turned to the right. But when they turn them to the right, booby-trapped arrows shoot out from the statue. Fortunately, they don't get hit, and narrowly escape death. Taking another risk, Sam and Chloe turn the keys to the left, which opens up a hidden passageway leading into a tunnel. Victor tells them, "You two go ahead through the tunnel. I'll stay back here to protect the entrance so no one follows you inside." Sam and Chloe agree. Sam syncs Victor's phone with his GPS tracker, so they can keep tabs on each other's locations. Sam and Chloe head deeper into the tunnel, until they reach a second door that requires the same cross-shaped keys to open. But the moment Chloe attempts to unlock it, water begins flooding into the room, because the door is connected to a fountain directly above them. If they don't get out fast, they will drown. To unlock this door, another mechanism outside has to be turned with the key first. Sam calls Victor, explains their desperate situation, and tells him that he needs to find a keyhole outside and unlock it immediately. Since Victor was connected via GPS, he tracks their exact location. Arriving at the spot, Victor spots the keyhole behind a glass pane. He starts smashing the glass to get to it, but Braddock, the girl who attacked him earlier, shows up again, and a brutal fight breaks out between them. Meanwhile, inside the tunnel, Sam and Chloe are rapidly submerging. After a fierce struggle, Victor slams Braddock against the glass, knocking her unconscious, and quickly turns the key. The moment Victor turns the key, the ceiling hatch opens for Sam and Chloe, saving their lives. The two climb out and continue forward. Finally, they reach the ultimate door, but no one knows how to open it. Victor is watching them through a small opening from the outside. Sam tries inserting the key into the slot, but it doesn't fit. Just then, Sam notices a key symbol carved onto the wall. Seeing this, he realizes that opening this door requires merging both keys together. Sam tells Chloe to go out and get the second key from Victor. Victor is hesitant to trust them at first, but knowing there is no other way to open the door, he hands over the key. When Sam snaps the two keys together, they form the exact symbol carved on the wall. Sam unlocks the door, and as they step inside, they find 4 massive jars. Outside, Victor keeps asking over the radio if they found the treasure, assuming the gold is inside those jars. Sam hoists Chloe onto his shoulders to inspect them. When Chloe lifts the lid of the first jar, she finds it filled with nothing but salt. Realizing there is no treasure here, they are deeply disappointed. But suddenly, all 4 jars spontaneously shatter, revealing a hidden map inside. This was the actual map leading to the real treasure. As Sam is examining the map, Chloe suddenly pulls a gun on him and robs him of it. Sam says, "You can't do this, you were on our team." Chloe replies, "I don't have a problem with you, but the guy you're working with, Victor, is a snake. He betrayed your older brother too." Chloe then strikes Sam on the head with the gun, knocking him out cold, and flees with the map and both keys. Sometime later, Victor finds Sam. Seeing him unconscious, Victor immediately realizes Chloe crossed them and took everything. When Sam regains consciousness, he furiously demands, "Where is my brother?" Victor finally confesses, "Your brother and I set out to find this treasure years ago. But we weren't the only ones. Braddock was hunting it too, and she's the one who killed your brother." Hearing this, Sam is devastated and starts to walk away. But Victor stops him, saying, "Your brother wanted you to finish what he started." Moved by this, Sam tells Victor, "Fine, I will see this through for my brother. But the moment we find the treasure, we go our separate ways." Meanwhile, we see Chloe meeting up with Braddock. It turns out Chloe and Braddock were actually working for the same wealthy billionaire boss. Chloe hands over the map and keys to the boss, who is thrilled with her success. He turns to Braddock and says, "From now on, you work under Chloe, because you failed to get the map, but Chloe delivered." This makes Braddock incredibly angry. Following the map, the boss takes his entire team and equipment aboard a massive cargo plane to claim the fortune. The boss is ecstatic, completely unaware that his happiness is going to be very short-lived. Braddock is deeply resentful about being forced to take orders from Chloe after years of loyalty. In a sudden twist, Braddock walks up behind her boss, and slits his throat. Seeing her boss dead, Chloe realizes Braddock will kill her next, so she runs and hides inside one of the cars secured in the cargo hold. Braddock orders her men to hunt Chloe down and execute her. Right then, we see Sam and Victor, who had secretly snuck onto the plane by hiding inside the trunk of that very same red car. While Braddock's men are busy searching for Chloe, Sam and Victor seize the opportunity to steal the map back. Shortly after, Braddock spots Chloe, and a massive shootout erupts between them. While everyone is distracted by the gunfire, Victor tells Sam, "We got the map, let's grab the parachutes and get out of here." Victor straps on a parachute and jumps out of the plane. But Sam refuses to jump. He wants vengeance for his brother. He confronts Braddock, demanding, "Why did you kill my brother?" Braddock doesn't answer and orders her men to kill him. As Braddock's thugs charge forward, Sam cuts the cargo straps holding the heavy equipment together. This causes the massive crates to slide out of the open cargo door, dragging Braddock's men out into the sky. Sam tries to grab a parachute and jump too, but his foot gets caught in a trailing rope, launching him out into the open air alongside the falling cargo. After a wild scramble, he manages to climb his way back up into the plane. However, Chloe, who was still inside the car, guns the engine and drives it right out of the cargo hold to escape. The falling car smashes into Sam, knocking him out of the plane as well. As they hurtle through the sky, Chloe screams at Sam to open his parachute, but Sam realizes he never managed to grab one. Working together mid-air, they manage to land on a falling cargo crate equipped with a massive supply parachute. Sam pulls the ripcord, slowing their descent, and the two plunge straight into the ocean below. They swim ashore and check into a local hotel. That night, they try to study the map to find the final coordinates. Chloe can't make heads or tails of it, so she gives up and goes to sleep. Sam, however, grinds through the night, using the keys to decode the exact location of the treasure. He writes the coordinates down on a notepad and finally goes to sleep. When Chloe wakes up the next morning, she sees the coordinates Sam uncovered. True to her deceptive nature, she steals the note and slips away to claim the treasure for herself. When Sam wakes up, he notices the note is gone. But instead of being upset, he breaks into a smile. It turns out Sam knew Chloe would betray him, so he wrote down fake coordinates on the pad. The real location was safely hidden inside a bottle in his pocket. Sam takes a boat and navigates to the real coordinates. Meanwhile, Braddock, who had survived the plane chaos, was tracking Sam's movements from afar. Sam docks his boat, and finally enters a massive hidden cavern. Inside, he discovers two legendary, ancient pirate ships, loaded with the lost fortune that so many had died trying to find. Sam climbs aboard and finds. Suddenly, he hears a voice behind him. It's Victor. Sam asks, "How did you find me?" Victor smiles and replies, "Did you forget? You synced your phone's GPS to mine." The two immediately start stuffing gold bars into their backpacks. Just then, Braddock arrives with a fleet of heavy-lift helicopters and mercenaries. Sam and Victor quickly hide below deck. When Braddock sees the sheer volume of gold on the ships, she is completely stunned. Instead of just taking the gold, greed takes over. She orders her team to use the salvage helicopters to lift both entire pirate ships out of the cavern and fly them away, knowing the ancient ships themselves are worth a fortune. As the helicopters lift the vessels into the air, Sam and Victor emerge and fight to reclaim the ships from Braddock's mercenaries, throwing her guards overboard one by one. After a brutal brawl, they manage to hijack one of the airborne ships. When Braddock sees that Sam and Victor have hijacked one of her lifted ships, she flies into a rage and pilots her helicopter right toward them. Victor maneuvers the ship through the air using the helicopter controls to evade her, but Braddock stays relentless, bringing her ship close enough to deploy more men onto theirs. Sam fights off the boarding mercenaries. Braddock then rams her ship into Victor's, but the impact doesn't do enough damage. She backs off, preparing to ram them again at full speed. Spotting an ancient cannon on the deck, Sam quickly loads it with old gunpowder and fires a cannonball directly at Braddock's helicopter. The helicopter bursts into flames and careens toward a mountain cliff. Before it crashes, Braddock manages to leap from her falling vessel onto Victor's ship. She slices one of the heavy cargo chains holding the ship up, causing it to tilt violently, trapping the aircraft. A final, desperate fistfight breaks out between Sam and Braddock. Sam starts losing ground against her, so to save himself, he climbs up a rope toward the helicopter where Victor is piloting. Braddock climbs up right after him, consumed by rage. Just as she gets close enough to finish Sam off, Victor makes a choice. He sacrifices his entire backpack full of stolen gold, and hurls it directly at Braddock. The heavy bag strikes her, sending both the gold and Braddock plummeting into the water below. They think it's over, but Braddock surfaces, still alive. However, the strained tether holding the massive pirate ship snaps, and the multi-ton wooden vessel drops straight out of the sky, crushing Braddock beneath it and sending her to a watery grave. Victor hauls Sam up into the helicopter safely. Together, they look down from the sky as the ancient ships they spent months searching for sink to the bottom of the ocean, leaving them unable to salvage the main treasure. Moments later, authorities arrive on the scene, and they realize the sunken gold now belongs to the government. Victor is visually upset about losing such a massive fortune right from his grasp. Sam smiles and tells him not to worry. One by one, Sam starts pulling hidden gold bars out of his pockets. Seeing this, Victor bursts into joy, and the two fly away celebrating. At the very end of the movie, we see Chloe on a speedboat, trailing behind Victor and Sam. Proving she is still hot on their heels after being tricked. Finally, the scene cuts to a shadowy prison cell somewhere in the world, revealing that Sam's older brother, Nathan, isn't actually dead. He is very much alive, locked away in a cell, writing a postcard to Sam. And with that, the story comes to an end.